When you're creating headlines, thumbnails, social media posts, you need to be able to hook in the audience. You need to be able to have a high click-through rate, CTR percentage. What that is, if 100 people see what you posted or your ad, how many of them are actually clicking and watching through? So from the thumbnail that you just saw to watching this piece of content, there is a click-through rate. And it is something that is very important, maybe the most important thing when it comes to marketing when we're talking vanity metrics. Vanity metrics meaning cost per click, CTR, CPM. Those are vanity metrics when true KPIs would be, return on ad spend, how much money you're making, ROI, the substance of what you do want to measure. But for this, we're just talking ads. Now, I'm gonna break it down of what you need in your ads, and I'm gonna keep it very, very layman, very, very simple. The number one thing that we look for and we do with all of our advertising, and I've spent up to over $200,000 in a single day on ads. Number one thing is congruency. You need to have whatever your ad is. It has to be congruent to what you're selling or what you're promoting or what you're doing. Your click-through rate is going to be directly correlated to how much money you're gonna make on the back end. So if you're trying to do a direct response ad, and you're just focused only on the click-through and getting a bunch of people to click to something that's shit, you're defeating the purpose. So you have to have a good product, a good offer. And typically what happens in a good product, good offer is you honed in on a headline. You honed in on a unique value proposition, right? So you have a value prop on the product or thing that you're selling. So why not just take that value prop and put it into your ad? For example, Twice Speed, I'm gonna teach your kids how to run faster in the next 30 days. And that's what it says on my headline. Learn how your kids can run faster in the next 30 days. That's a start for a headline. You bring that into your Facebook ad or into your TikTok ad or whatever it is. So now I take learn how to run faster in the next 30 days, blah, blah, blah. Now my ad. Okay, that's step one, congruency. Make sure that your ads are congruent to whatever the offer is. Otherwise, it's irrelevant to even have a high click-through rate if you don't have the offer to support that. The next thing that I would say is creating some sort of urgency, not necessarily scarcity unless you have true scarcity. If you have true scarcity, you only have 100 items, you could just say there's 100 left or 97 left or 82 left, then yeah, I would go with scarcity. But the urgency, some of the things that you can do is like a time is running out before we take away XYZ bonus. So in the example of helping athletes run fast, it may be, until midnight tonight, we're giving away free resistance bands if you purchase before midnight tonight on this 30-day workout for your kids. That would be urgency. And then at the end of that night, you take down that ad and then you replace it the next day. You could run, before the end of the night, we're gonna be giving away the how to motivate your kids blueprint. Like an extra bonus that they don't get unless they do it that day. That would be urgency. If you have the offer, congruency, and then urgency. And now the last and final step is sanity. You have to make it very easy for them to want to pull the trigger, for a customer to be like, okay, I trust this. Whether that's your testimonials or social proof, or it's your money back guarantee. Everything I'm talking about, I've done. So I've tested different guarantees. I've done lifetime guarantee. I've done 60-day guarantee, 30-day guarantee, 90-day guarantee, 1-year guarantee. I've done double your money back. I've done triple your money back. If you don't run faster in 1 week, I'll double your money back or I'll triple your money back. I've tested them all. Don't do the double your money back unless your product is that good. That's what we do with one of our workouts called the 7-day speed training challenge. You're guaranteed to get faster. So I'm willing to put up the money. I think we've had one refund in the history and we've sold it tens of thousands of times. We've only had one refund. I think they were just trying to get money. Honestly, it works. So I'm confident in it. So the more confident you can get in your guarantee, the better it's going to help everything, because you can plug that into your headline. So now my headline could read something like, help your kids run faster in the next 7 days, or we will double your money back, ... This will not last long, and we are taking out the motivate your kids blueprint at midnight. Done. You leave it at that. And now they're like, okay, I must click on this because I have time attached to this ad, or I could say by Friday or by the end of the weekend. So there's time attached here, there's some urgency. So now they're gonna click, and then you can remarket them with other ad messages from there. So a lot of times the best click-through rates are the ones where your congruency, because you need that, your urgency, because that's gonna get them to actually click and take the next step. You gotta get them to the next step. And then the final thing is sanity, by saying, hey, I'm so confident that we're gonna pay you if it doesn't work. That has always done the best on the information side. If you just wanna get better at buzzwords and hooks and that, read TMZ, read the tabloids, and just go to their websites, literally type it in, tabloid website on Google, and read some of the hooks that they use, some of the words that they use. One of our best words that we ever used for Twice Speed was controversial. We said something related to resistance bands. It was like controversial decision by sports trainer to give away resistance bands for the cost of shipping and handling. It was something like that. I think we had over 1 billion impressions on that ad. And I had tested everything. Crazy trainer, trainer, like everything. Psycho trainer, best trainer, #1 trainer, like every single thing, and the word controversial won. For whatever reason, I would assume it's because people like controversy, people love the news. If it bleeds, it leads. Controversy, they're like, okay, what is this? Why is this controversial? I'm gonna click, boom. So now you got them into your world. So controversial has been the best word that we've used related to Twice Speed. I run other companies. I run a whole advertising company, a lead generation company, where we're spending 50, 100, 200K in a day on various ad campaigns, and we're constantly testing different things, especially if we have the component of scarcity and urgency. Another great one is final notice, all caps, final notice. If you were to ever get anything in the mail that said final notice in the big fine red print, you're most likely opening it. It's something that like kind of makes you skip a beat. You're just like, what? What's the final notice? Am I getting like evicted? Am I in trouble? A lawsuit? What's happening? So people see the word final notice and they associate it with like, I have to take action on this immediately. So final notice has been a great one. So for example, if I were to tie it all together and I say, sign up for your kids, run faster in 30 days or I'll double your money back. By midnight tonight, we're taking away the motivational blueprint, click. Now they click, and now I can retarget them with an ad that says final notice in all caps, closing at midnight. If you want your kids to be motivated, take action before midnight. That would be how to tie in urgency in a second ad because I know they clicked, if that makes sense. So if you have any questions related to this, leave your comments. I love filming these videos. I love helping. If you have any headlines or any words that have worked for you, please leave those in the comments. And as always, subscribe to the channel and understand that I definitely punch harder than you.